If I could go back in time and give my 18-year-old self one single lesson, just one, it wouldn't be about school, careers, or relationships. It would be the lesson that separates lifelong workers from people who build wealth early. The lesson that could have saved me years of mistakes, stress, and financial anxiety. It's the lesson almost nobody learns when they're young. And the people who do learn it quietly build wealth while everyone else struggles. Once you understand this, your entire financial life transforms. Relatable problem. Think about it. At 18, you're expected to choose a career, take on debt, understand taxes, manage money, and make decisions that shape your future. Yet nobody teaches you the rules of the financial game. You enter adulthood with zero real knowledge about wealth. You learn how to work, but not how to build. You learn how to earn a paycheck, but not how to make money multiply. No one explains investing. No one explains assets. No one explains why some people work for decades while others retire early. And because of that, most people spend their entire lives in a cycle of earning, spending, and repeating, never understanding why wealth feels out of reach. The turning point. I remember the exact moment this lesson hit me. I was watching a mentor, someone I deeply respected, close a small business deal that paid him more in a few hours than I earned in an entire month. Not because he worked harder, not because he was luckier, not because he had some special talent I didn't. He simply understood something I had never been taught. He looked at me and said, "You're focused on making money. I'm focused on building value that pays me forever." That sentence shattered my entire view of money, and before I reveal the lesson he taught me, pause for a second. If you're serious about building wealth earlier in life, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment, "I'm ready." This is the kind of knowledge most people never get. Don't miss it. The secret. Here's the wealth building lesson I wish I learned at 18. Stop working only for money. Start building things that will pay you even when you're not working. That's it. That's the breakthrough. We don't get rich by increasing our hours. We get rich by increasing our assets. Every wealthy person understands this. Almost every struggling person doesn't. At 18, I thought success meant working harder. But the truth is, wealth comes from ownership. Wealth comes from assets that produce income. Wealth comes from creating or acquiring things that generate value long after you stop putting in effort. The earlier you start building assets, the sooner your money begins working harder than you do. The story. Let me show you how powerful this is with a simple story. There was a young man, barely 19, who didn't have much money, didn't have connections, and didn't have a degree yet. But he made one brilliant decision. He focused on building income streams instead of chasing the next paycheck. He learned one digital skill. He offered small services online. He saved a portion of what he earned, tiny amounts at first. He reinvested it into creating small digital products. Then he bought his first share of stock. Then a second. Then he reinvested the dividends. Then he turned his skill into a repeatable system. None of it was glamorous. None of it was instant. But everything was building. By the time he was 25, he had assets paying him more than most full-time workers. Not because he was a genius, but because he learned at 19 what most people learn at 40. He understood the one rule of wealth. Build assets early. Let time do the heavy lifting. Action steps. So here's exactly what I wish someone told me at 18. 1. Learn one skill that makes money. Video editing, design, coding, writing, sales, anything with demand. 2. Use that skill to create your first small source of income. Even $50 a week can change your entire trajectory. 3. Buy or build an asset with part of every dollar you earn. Stocks, digital products, mini businesses, tools, content, automation. 4. Aim for income that doesn't depend on your time. That's the key to freedom. Keep repeating the cycle. Skill, income, asset, growth. If I had started this at 18, my financial life would have accelerated years earlier. The payoff. Imagine yourself a few years from now. Instead of relying on one paycheck, you have multiple streams of income. Instead of stressing about bills, your assets are quietly growing. Instead of feeling behind, you're building wealth with every month that passes. You're no longer trading time for money. Your money is working for you. That's the lesson I wish I learned at 18. Build early, build consistently, and let compounding take care of the rest. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you transform your life.